Imagine Nanting village at the exact moment the first ray of dawn slices through centuries of fog, like a guillotine of light aimed straight at the heart of a curse. The air itself tastes metallic, incense mixed with ozone and the faint copper of blood that never quite washes out of the cobblestones. We're storming into the Chosen One, aka Gu Wei Nan Ting, Episode 6, Dawn of the Broken Seal, and if Episode 5 was the cosmic bull charging through the china shop of fate, this one is the moment the shopkeeper walks in, sees the wreckage, and realizes he is the bull. It's the episode where every thread, every whisper, every half-remembered prophecy snaps tight like a bowstring, and Gao Ying, our ramen-loving, sleep-deprived everyman, finally stops running from the target painted on his soul. The web novel's gears grind loud here, and the sound is delicious. We open on the shrine's inner sanctum, the one place in Nanting that looks less like a temple and more like a wound in reality. The blue-tinted walls pulse with Tai Sui's heartbeat, slow, deliberate, angry. Gao Ying staggers in, half-carried by Li Wei, his left arm now veined with glowing sigils that crawl like living ink. Yin Ting trails behind, no longer fully corporeal, his form flickers between silk-robed prince and raw, wounded chi, as if the tether is eating him from the inside out. The shrine's altar is cracked down the middle, and from that fissure leaks a light so pure it burns. Madame Huan is already there, kneeling, her fox spirit tattoos now fully exposed, writhing across her skin like living calligraphy. The seal fractures at dawn, she intones, voice layered with centuries of dread. The vessel must choose, mend it with his heart's blood, or let the cycle devour the world. Gao, because he's Gao, responds with the perfect blend of panic and sarcasm, cool, cool. Any chance the world can wait until after midterms? But the episode doesn't give him the luxury of snark. The moment the sun crests the ridge, the shrine screams. The crack in the altar widens into a maw, and from it rises the true Tai Sui, no longer an avatar, no longer a bull, but a colossal, shifting constellation of eyes and mouths, each star a judgment, each whisper a verdict. The deity doesn't speak in words, it projects. Memories. Regrets. Futures that never were. Gao is hit first, he sees himself as a child, ignored by parents too busy chasing city dreams. He sees Yin Ting's consort, her face finally unveiled, begging him to let the prince rest. He sees Nanting burning, Li Wei's corpse clutching a scroll that reads, "You could have stopped this." The psychological gut punch is relentless, and Gao breaks, sobbing, clawing at the sigils on his arm like they're leeches. Yin Ting tries to shield him, but the tether backfires. Every memory Tai Sui forces into Gao bleeds into the prince, forcing him to relive the execution of his court, the betrayal of his brother, the moment his consort's throat was slit under cherry blossoms. It's not a fight scene. It's a flaying. Then Li Wei, bless her chaotic genius, does something no prophecy saw coming. She slams the jade amulet, the one from episode 5, into the altar's crack, not to seal it, but to overload it. The wards ignite, feeding on her own blood. She slices her palm without hesitation, screaming, "I'm not dying for your tragic backstory, ghost boy." The shrine erupts in a supernova of chi and starlight, and for one blinding second, the tether between Gao and Yin Ting snaps. Not breaks, snaps, like a rubber band stretched past its limit. Yin Ting's form stabilizes, solidifying into flesh and blood for the first time in centuries, while Gao collapses, the sigils on his arm fading to scars. Tai Sui recoils, its constellation form fracturing, and Madame Huan laughs, a sound like breaking glass. The cycle didn't need mending, she reveals, standing amid the chaos. It needed witnesses. You've both paid the price. The seal is yours to carry now, not to break. The episode's final 10 minutes are pure, unfiltered web novel catharsis. Gao, human again but forever changed, stumbles out of the shrine into the dawn. The village is quiet, no wraiths, no possessed mobs, just the smell of wet earth and distant breakfast fires. Yin Ting, now mortal, walks beside him, no longer a prince, just a man with 1,000-yard stare and a debt he can't repay. Li Wei limps after them, bandaging her hand and muttering about needing a new thesis advisor who isn't a fox demon. The camera lingers on the shrine behind them, its crack now a thin, glowing scar, pulsing like a heartbeat. The last shot? Gao looks back, and for a split second, his eyes reflect the stars, Tai Sui's final gift or warning, we don't know. Roll credits on a single line of narration, Yin Ting's voice, soft and human, the oath is broken. The story begins. Slumped in our cafe booth, rain now a gentle drizzle against the window, my tea long cold, The Chosen One episode 6 didn't just close a chapter, it rewrote the book. This is the web novel's soul bared, not about breaking curses, but about carrying them. Gao Ying, our eternal underdog, doesn't get a hero's triumph. He gets scars, a mortal ghost prince who now owes him dim sum for eternity, and a village that will never look at dawn the same way. Yin Ting's humanity is the gut punch, his first breath as a man after centuries of spectral rage, the way he flinches at the sun like it burns. Li Wei's sacrifice, her blood, her choice, elevates her from sidekick to co-protagonist, the real MVP who saw the system's flaw and hacked it with a jade paperweight. I'm obsessed with the ambiguity, is Tai Sui gone, or just watching? Will Gao's scars flare again under the next blood moon? The series could end here and be legendary, but the web novel's DNA screams, this is just the prologue. Fingers crossed for a season 2 that follows our trio into the wider world, Yin Ting learning to use a smartphone, Li Wei weaponizing folklore against bureaucracy, Gao discovering his bloodline's true cost. If episode 6 is the seal breaking, let the next arc be the flood. This isn't just Donghua. It's a haunting. Past the mooncakes, I'm ready to swear a new oath, to binge whatever comes next.